Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive.
Anyway, it's weird, like, remembering that Knuckles, for the longest time, really wasn't on Team Sonic. He was just his own guy, and he would run around doing his own thing. I always likened a lot of the Sonic characters to fucking Dragon Ball Z characters. Particularly when they got to Sonic Adventure 2, but... like, to me, Knuckles was always kind of like the Piccolo, where he used to be an antagonist, and now he's an ally, but he's still really aloof and kind of hangs back, and is really kind of interested in his own
Sonic, wait here
thing.
for a second.
But he shows up to the final battle to help out, you know? And it's funny remembering that, like, that scene where they come to blows, and then one minor interaction later on, that's the only interaction Knuckles has with Sonic in this game. Like, he never really joins up and helps out. And yet now we look back and we know Knuckles as, like, the third member of Team Sonic. It's just funny to me. Somebody will be
Sonic?
Yeah, the Trinity. I like how this is Sonic's plane. It's got Sonic's name on the side, but Tails puts his little emblem on there.
Let's go!
See, on the side, it still says Sonic. Like, this is a pretty good 3D render of what the tornado looked like in the 2D games, don't you think? Yeah, we Star Fox. Star Foxing! And a fox is flying the fucking plane. There you go. It really is Star Fox. Like, look at this shit! Screw you people! You fucking see this shit back in the day? You remember Sky Chase Zone in Sonic 2? And then you play this and you're like, oh my god. Like the fucking Genesis. The fucking Dreamcast, dude. Like, this would blow your mind. You played this shit as a kid in 1990. And once again, yeah, this game is totally a tech demo game. They made this game to show off the Dreamcast's technical capabilities as a console. That's totally what this sequence is. This is a dude. Look at what the Dreamcast can fucking do. And it's a nice little evolution on the famous sequence from Sonic 2 where you're flying the tornado. Sonic's riding on the back. I'm always kind of disappointed that they don't really have a sequence of gameplay like this in the future games. You really could have done more. You really could have done more with this. Like, this is what I'm talking about with retroactive fucking history, or rewriting history here. Now, you have people today talking shit about this sequence of gameplay. And it's like, oh, like, fuck, just whatever. Now that's the reaction to this. When at the time, this shit blew people's goddamn minds. This was like, fucking Sega does what Nintendo don't, motherfucker. That was the feeling that this would evoke. And it was also a thing like, this is what the Dreamcast is capable of doing graphically. This is what this console is capable of producing.
We did it!
Way to go, Tails!
That's why, in context, it's a bit of a weird little, like, one-off moment. Because they put it in there to show off. Why did they say yeah? We're hit. Yeah! Whoa! Look at it spin out like that.
Tails? Tails!
Look at this! It's a fucking cartoon! It's Looney Tunes! That's mean.
Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
Like, what is wrong with people? How do you see a scene like that and have anything bad to say about it? That's fucking hilarious. He landed in the sand and his fucking head got stuck in the sand because he fell from like a ludicrous height because there's no fall damage in Sonic. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Shut your mouth.
Sonic, wait up! Long time
Wait, who the fuck are you?
Amy.
What's wrong with you anyway?
Look at him backing up from her.
This birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
Oh, Amy. So here's Amy Rose, fresh from the fucking beauty salon, where she's been,
are currently in service.
like, redesigned from Sonic CD, which I think is funny, because in the casino, the pinball machine had Amy's face in it. The slot machine had Amy's face, but it was her Sonic CD designed head. It wasn't her modern design. So it makes me wonder, like, how far in development did they when did they make that slot machine versus when did they redesign Amy? I do think it's funny that, like, Amy got it the hardest of all the characters' modern designs. Amy was, like, had the most drastic alteration, and I like it, personally. But I do think it's funny that of all of the classic characters, Amy's, like, almost completely unrecognizable, aside from the fact that she's a pink hedgehog. Her hair is completely different, her outfit's completely different. She's still obnoxious. She's still like a weird stalker.
Ah, look! Eggman's robot's on the loose!
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Oh, now what?
What the fuck?
Huh?
Look here!
Amy,
It's
priorities.
couples get in free! Let's go!
Amy! Wait!
Wait!
That girl is such a pain.
Isn't the robot still chasing? Like, the robot is off to the side, off screen, on this fucking scene, and being like, hello, I'm right here. I love fucking Sonic's reactions to Amy. Like, Amy's one of those characters who has the highest, like... get the fuck out of here. Like, she's a character who can be handled very poorly. Like, at her worst, she's really fucking annoying. But Sonic's, like, reactions to her are always pretty funny, where he's like, oh, god damn, I gotta do this. Like, she shows up, and is like, yo, Sonic, and he starts backing up from her in terror. Like, oh, Amy. Like, oh, god damn it. I haven't seen this bitch since the Metal Sonic and since the Little Planet. Woohoo! Woohoo! Where she was all weird and clingy and got kidnapped because she wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. It is pretty clear, even from like how he's all annoyed by her and stuff. It is still pretty clear that like even in this game, he is like, he cares. She ran off into Twinkle Park, and he's like, God damn it, now I gotta go. Like, I gotta go in there and fucking make sure she's okay now. Whee! Yeah, sometimes you won't land in. Yeah, look at this! How are you not hype? How are you not fucking hype? With that music and the fucking, you're on a literal roller coaster here. But yeah, you see how I'm like struggling to talk about Sonic's characterization? There's so nothing. There is so nothing to his character. And like, that's not like, oh, he's a bad character. It's what I talked about before. He's pretty fucking simple. Disappointing. Mediocre. How do you... There we go. Like, this game especially has very, like, almost no good moments to talk about Sonic's character. Sonic 2 has plenty of fun moments to talk about, like, yo, this is who Sonic is as a person, right? But this one, nah, I'm kind of struggling. But again, that's not because Sonic's a bad character. He's just... like, he doesn't change. Sonic doesn't change. In Sonic CD, where in the manual it described him, it had that page in the manual where it talked about Sonic, and it's like, that's kind of it. That's kind of all you need to understand about his character. Like, he's not uninteresting, he's just static. He doesn't change. Whereas the other characters, even fucking Amy, they start the story one way, and then by the end of the game, they're different. There's a fucking character arc to actually, like, talk about and point out and analyze. But with Sonic is he's not an internal conflict kind of character. He's a very external character. He's event focused. Oh, camera. Oh, 3D Sonic game. Oh, it's fine. There we go. I don't find that the camera ever really interferes with gameplay. Unless you're like blatantly going in the wrong direction or like doing something stupid, the camera has been designed to look at where it's supposed to look to facilitate the navigation through the level. The camera's never really going to just completely go in the wrong direction from regular gameplay. Like, I'm not supposed to have come this way, so the camera wasn't looking in that direction. The camera was steered to look in this direction because this is where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, yeah. So, I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, oh, it's a perfect camera. I'm saying it's a camera from a 3D game. The very first 3D game that they ever made back in 1999. Yeah. It's a little bit amateur. Yeah. Shock and awe. Fucking, like, where is this expectation of perfection coming from? This game was released in 1999. Name me a 3D platformer game that had a flawless camera in 1999. To hell with you people.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, their first game had kind of a finicky camera. Sonic never worked in 3D.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.
Oh shoot, I've lost Amy. That's kind of a funny reaction, Sonic. You'd think he'd be like, yes, I lost Amy. Fuck that bitch. I don't gotta deal with her anymore. So now... Oh, where am I gonna find Amy? I know. Maybe she's here. Like, let's run through the city all night trying to find Amy. Like I said, Sonic goes through every single stage in this game, and his versions of the stages are the longest. But he has, like, the least justification. Like, other characters won't go through certain stages because it doesn't make sense for them to. Sonic, like, he's the main character. He's gotta go through all the damn stages. So the flimsiest of excuses to justify him going to this stage. Not that I'm complaining, because this stage kicks ass! Oh, jeez, yes! Haha! Gravity is my bitch. Up and down all around. Up. Ugh. Up and down and all around. There we go. I mean, there's few moments where, like, you'd think Sonic's usually characterized as, like, wanting to have nothing to do with Amy and, like, get away from me, you huss. Get away from me, stop.
Helicopter. You should be
But right there, he was like, oh shoot, I've lost her, I gotta find her and make sure she's okay. Like, he doesn't like how much of a clingy bitch she is. Oh, you motherfucker. Why you gotta play me like that, cuz? Screw you, koala. But, like whenever she's next to him, whenever she's, like, within earshot and sticking her butt in his face, he's like, such a pain. Mendoza. Yada yada to say. You know, he's like He's like Jotaroing it up. But the instant he loses track of her, it's, oh shoot, I've lost Amy. I gotta go make sure she's okay. It's funny how, like, he almost seems... And again, this might be, like, a little bit ahead of myself. But, like, it almost feels like he's insecure about the idea of her knowing that he cares about her. And like I said, I'm struggling for ammunition to talk about his character with this game, but in future games, like, you kind of get, for one thing, let's be clear here, I totally ship Son Amy OTP for life, for sure. So, I have a, like how you say, bias perspective when discussing their relationship. But it does kind of feel like, you know, like the entire basis for the nature of their relationship is Sonic doesn't want to be tied down. Like, he sees the idea of having a girlfriend, of being in a relationship, as a hassle. Like that's why he is known to, like, have such a violent rejection for her. Because she's like, yo, marry me, Sonic, and he's like, no! Like, leave me alone! You respect my boundaries! Like, he doesn't want to get married, he doesn't want to be tied down, he doesn't want to settle down. And be sedentary. That's the entire idea, where he's like, fuck that, I gotta go run. I gotta be free and wild as the wind. This bitch is trying to, like, hold me, like, tie me down. I don't got room for that in my life. I don't got time for it.
Yes!
It doesn't mean he doesn't like Amy specifically. It's the idea of being in a relationship with anyone at all is something that just doesn't appeal to him.
Yeah, not
Because
bad.
the entire nature of being in a relationship in the first place is compromising. And Sonic is not someone who compromises. It's in his literal fucking theme song. And I won't give in, won't compromise, because I've only got a steadfast heart of gold. Like, it's in his little theme song. He doesn't compromise. So the idea of being in a relationship and sacrificing things that he enjoys and parts of himself to accommodate another person, you can't help but cringe at that idea. Like, when you get right down to it, Sonic not wanting to be in a relationship is a selfish attitude. He wants to be free and independent and not have to... Oh wait, I can go do this. And not want to have to... Like, the idea of going, oh, I want to go out on this adventure, oh, but my girlfriend might worry, and I can't just leave without telling her, I should let her know, and what if she doesn't like that idea and wants me to not go? I'm gonna have to choose between not going and not having fun in order to like, please her. But then, if I go anyway, she's gonna be mad, I'm gonna upset her, and I don't want to do that either. That's the nature of... You doing okay there, buddy? You're fine. You're fine. See, I helped. Take it. I'm stealing this, by the way. Bye. This is mine now. So that is the nature of his rejection, his usual rejection of Amy's desires for him. Because, like, why want to put yourself in that position? It's inherently kind of selfish in the first place to be like, no, I don't want to be tied down, I want to be independent and free. But why'd I even bother going to get one, motherfucker? Get on my face. I ain't got time for you. So that's what these are. Like, you'll find these occasionally. There was one that I found and took into... God damn it, stupid little drowning bitch. I'm very mean to my Chow. Like, there'll be special eggs that you, like, need to kind of solve an environment puzzle to get to. They're just Chow eggs. I don't care about the Chow. That's what they are, though. You might have seen that egg and be like, why can't I get this? It's because it's a special Chow egg. But, like, that's not something condemnable. That's not be like, oh, what an asshole, not wanting to be in a relationship for selfish reasons.
Amy?
Like,
Oh,
what
man.
obligation
Where
is
could you
there?
be?
Ah! Sonic! Help!
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
You're not really cutting him off. I mean, he's going on the train line to the Mystic Ruins. The train isn't gonna get there before him. You know what I'm saying? You're not cutting anyone off.
Let me go, you hungry!
Oh, I guess that raises the question of...
I mean it!
Hey there, Bolt Brain! You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya!
See, like, he doesn't not like her. It's not like, oh, fuck that bitch, go ahead and take her.
Hey, what's happening here?
Ah, someone put a shade over the fucking a filter over the screen for no reason. That's supposed to be like the egg carrier casting a shadow, but they just put a raw filter over the screen. And oh man, that poor egg carrier, it looks so bad. That's such a shame.
Lost her again.
Look at those textures. Oh no. Sonic, wasn't your motivation supposed to be to get the Chaos Emeralds? We've gotten separated from Tails, and now all of a sudden, it's all about rescuing Amy. I feel like we've lost sight of what we were originally trying to do here. Oh well, all roads lead to the same place. Where's the upgrade? Or you might be like, oh, that's a dick move to selfishly decide I don't want to be in a relationship with someone for selfish reasons. What obligation is there to be like, it's not like Amy is fucking entitled to a relationship with Sonic. That's dumb. Like, that's what I said, like, I like their relationship because it has a unique little factor to it, where the, what's the obvious thing you can compare it to? Mario and Peach. Mario saves Peach. They're obviously in a relationship. Mario and Peach love each other. She's a damsel in distress. He saves her. She gives him a cake. If you know what I'm saying.
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
I feel like this move is not going to survive very long beyond this first game where it's introduced. And that's why, like, in so many, like, romance dynamics, it's the guy pursuing the girl. Like, he likes her, and
the train headed for Station Square,
and through various instances, he pursues her. Like like the man pursues, the woman is to be pursued. Is usually the dynamic in like romantic couple subplot kind of things. Ah, can't make it. But the reason that Sonic and Amy are kind of unique and fun and interesting is she is the one who's pursuing Sonic. She likes Sonic and is like, I want that dick. I'ma get me that dick. And is actively seeking out the relationship with him. And then even further, the male party in the relationship has no interest in her advances. And not because he doesn't like her. It's not like, ew, this ugly bitch is trying to, like, how do I avoid ending up with this whale? No, it has nothing to do with Amy and her own merits. Although the fact that she's really forward and insistent is its own kind of turnoff. In terms of like the reason Sonic wouldn't be interested in any kind of relationship at all in the first place, because he's just not it's not that he's not interested in Amy, it's that he's just not interested. And he has the most like Amy's actively pursuing him and aggressively trying to get with him. So as a matter of that's the reason he'll end up being, like, aggressively uninterested in her. And Amy's one of those characters who can be done really well and interesting, but also has the most potential to being really fucking obnoxious because of that. Because she's like, I'm going to force you to marry me, and it's like, fucking, that's stupid, you're annoying, shut the fuck up. But at her best, like, there's a Sonic X episode where, like, someone actually talks to her about, like, their relationship, basically, and she's like, I guess there's more to talk about that when we actually get to Amy's, but it's relevant right now because it's also including Sonic. Where it's like the reason that she likes Sonic is the reason that he has no interest in being with her. And the funny part is that if he was the kind of person who would be actively interested in her, he wouldn't be the kind of person that she fell in love with. And that's such an interesting little thing about the relationship that I think is really fun to think about. And of course, I feel like the best way to handle Amy is to have her be aware of that. Where she's like, yeah, I like him, and I'm not, like, going to hide my feelings. But at her best, I feel like her being considerate of his feelings is the best way to handle her character. Where she's like, yeah, I love me some Sonic, I want that blue dick, but I'm gonna respect his feelings and give him his space too. I'm not afraid of sharing, of making it known, this is what I want. But, you know, you kind of risk pushing him away and making him actively not like you in that case. And again, like, at her worst, when Amy is written excessively poorly, that's what kind of ends up happening. Like, Sonic Heroes, I think, is probably the worst Amy's ever portrayed. Especially, like... And Sonic is literally beating her up, getting her to leave him alone. Like, that's a nah. That's a nah, son. And I talk about all that just because, holy shit, something of substance to actually discuss with Sonic's character. That's why I like the relationship, because, like, I need to find that, like, fan comic and show it. Where Amy's like, no, I know you don't want to settle down. You don't want to, like... You don't want to, like, stop going on adventures and settle down and have, like, quiet home. Like, that's why I like you. You want to be wild and free? Then I'll keep up. And her saying that makes Sonic go like, oh, yeah. You know, that's such a great comic. Like, that totally amplifies what I like about the relationship. And it's funny how, like, other characters will develop. What is with this stage, by the way? What are these ghosts in these cells? That's so fucking weird. What is this place? What is that? That's always been something that confused me. Like, what the fuck are those? Other characters kind of develop, but their relationship kind of remains the same. Like everything with Sonic, their relationship kind of stays the same throughout the series. Although Amy will change and develop within the span of this game. But, you know, like the way she feels about Sonic and the way Sonic feels about her, that always kind of is just... That's kind of the status quo between them. Although some people have fun little fan theories where, like, maybe they are in a relationship and Sonic's just doesn't want to be public about it. You know? Which is fun to think about. But this game being, like, kind of the first one where that is even a factor. Like, in Sonic CD, you had her, like, swooning over him. And he saved her just because she was another... you know, animal that Robotnik was kidnapping that needs saving, basically. It was just like any of the other ones. In this, she's an actual character, like there's an actual narrative here where you can see, like, okay, this is the dynamic between them. Oh, hey! Hey, Sonic, that's very casual.
You're okay.
There you are. Haven't seen ya. Nice new plane. It's blue, therefore it is better.
Ready to roll, champ? Let's go!
Roger!
Roger! Oh, he calls him Champ. Like, I want to talk about Tails' character too, but his story is really where there's actual meat to sink into. This is the first game that, well, like, with Sonic CD, it's like she's just, it's almost like the female equivalent of Tails, where she's just a fangirl. She swoons over the hero. Like, it's kind of got a knight in shining armor kind of vibe to it. Where, like, oh, he saved me. I love him for saving me, or whatever. And of course, like, the thing that made it unique and fun was that he was like, she's like, he's like, she is like, oh, the hero gets his reward for saving the damsel in distress. And he's like, nope, bye. I'm not interested in that shit. But then this is the game where, like, oh, there's actual voice acting, there's an actual script, there's the actual interaction between the characters in the context of a narrative. So this is the one where it's less expanding on what was there in the 2D game, and more actually coming up with something.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet! Watch this! Transforming now!
Whoa!
I like how he had the sense of mind to have the robot arm that would pick Sonic up so he doesn't fall off. That's attention to detail. That's some forethought. Yeah, I love this fucking... I love the tornado too. It's blue. And if you think that's the only transformation it's capable of, well, you just don't know Tails. You don't know what a massive fucking dork he is. He made it transform like this, but that's not the end of it. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that for free. I'll buy that for $1. So, like, they were working on what was there, but they were also inventing the dynamic for this game. And, like, Amy was redesigned. And, like, of course, only I am, like, going around having these long-form fucking, like, way too thinking about it way too much analyses of the story, quote-unquote, in those 2D Genesis games. I'm sure, like, when they wrote this, they weren't exactly keeping that in mind. They were just kind of coming up with, okay, here's the female character, although she did already exist. So they weren't entirely coming up with nothing from scratch. Come on. There we go. Yeah, wrecked your shit. But so, like, this is the game that kind of introduced it. The dynamic between them, where she's like, oh yeah, Sonic, and he's like, oh no. But even then, like, she was like, oh, calm down, I just want you to take care of this fucking bird. And he's like, no, leave me alone. She's like,
Alrighty, we're in!
I refuse. I emphatically refuse to leave you alone.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear.
And, like, that's his reaction, is no, leave me alone. And then she gets separated from him, and he's like, oh, god damn it, now I gotta go find her and make sure she's safe. But anyway, I've been talking way too long about this.
Wow! This thing is really huge!
Oh, I love the faces! Like, how can you hate on this?
We need to find Amy.
You're right.
Apparently,
So here we
Sonic.
go!
Aw, you're right, my friend. Aw. Apparently, he filled Tails in on the situation during the plane ride. Like, Tails, how do you know about fucking Amy?
Fools!
Ah, you can still see Sonic's model during the beginning of that cutscene.
Really has. Get a load of this!
Get to load up this. Oh god, nightmare flashbacks. Post-traumatic stress.
Oh, wow! It's changed shape. Did you see that?
Darn!
Again, look at his face like,
Get to the bridge!
you being impressed by mechanical shit.
I bet
And then Tails being like, god damn it, Sonic.
the only way you
Like, come on!
is through the sky deck! Right down.
They do their job. The fucking faces are good. Shut up.
Oh yeah?
Get my face.
Well, I'll show you! Bring it on!